What's going on, YouTube? As y'all know what it is, it's TheDreadMan, and this is Factor Bullshit Episode X. Or 10 if you don't know your Roman numerals. Well, first off, before I get the show started, I want to say thank y'all to all the new subscribers. I just recently hit 300 subscribers. Big ups to me, and it only took, what, 7 months? I need to get more subscribers faster. But anyway, in all seriousness, I do appreciate everybody who does rate and comment, actually, you know, taking time out of their busy day to watch my videos just to see me. And, you know, big thank y'all. But anyway, let's get on with the show. Now, the first question comes from my boy Patrick Loves Anna, and this one says, DreadMan, when people make YouTube videos, most people aren't being themselves. Factor bullshit. Now, like, you know, a lot of the skits, like, are planned. I can get what you mean by that. So, I'm gonna say, like, in some situations, some people aren't being themselves. But, like, when, people do regular vlogs and stuff like that, like, I think that most people are being themselves. But some people, like me, when I make a vlog, I am myself. But, you know, I do 100%, like, I just do 100% me. But I do add, like, a little bit of jokes in there. But then again, that's just making a joke. Like, to do a vlog is my personality. But some people do fake who they are on YouTube, especially, like, you know, with the whole YouTube gangster fiasco and stuff like that. I can't stand that. But like, I would have to say that what the hell, I'll go ahead and call it a fact. Like, some people aren't being who they are when they do YouTube videos, but, you know, there's a lot of people out there on YouTube who are real, and you just gotta keep an eye out for them. But thank you for the question, Patrick Loves Anna. Next question comes from my boy B Pimpin 5, and this one says, DreadMan, people who use auto-tune have no talent. Factor bullshit. Now, in the music business, but mainly hip hop, autotune has recently gotten a lot of heavy criticism, because, like, even Jay-Z made a song called "Death of Autotune," how it's being overused, and I do agree that a lot of people are unnecessarily and overusing autotune to the point to where, like, it's like, okay, this really starting to get old. But T-Pain, like, he's like one of the main innovators of autotune in the hip hop business. He's the one who brought it back and made it popular, and, like, a lot of people are biting off him now, but he already proved on several occasions that he can rap and he can sing without autotune. He just chooses to use it. And Jamie Foxx, he can sing and he can rap without autotune. But, you know, some people out there who are just freaking biting and just need to leave the autotune alone. I ain't gonna say any, gonna say any names or point any hip hop artists out. Ron Browse, excuse me. But yeah. So yeah, some people, like, don't need to use autotune, and, like, some people just make, you know, a bad career out of it. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna call this a full shit, because it's a fact. Because like, some people who use autotune don't need it. Well, it's not that they don't need it; it's just that they shouldn't be using it in the first place. And it doesn't really take talent to use autotune. So I can see where you come in there. And artists like T-Pain and Jamie Foxx, they just choose to use the autotune, but they don't really need it. And so does Kanye West. Anyway, thanks for the question. On to the next one. Now, the next question is a simple one, but it makes all the sense in the world. This one is from Quicksilver222, and it says, DreadMan, more money, more problems. Factor bullshit. That's a song, if y'all are wondering, by Mace, Biggie, and P Diddy. But I'm gonna say that it's a fact, because, like, when you have money and when you got fame, like, you know, everybody wants a piece of you. And when you're when you have no money, or, like, when you make a reasonable amount and, like, you're being ignored, not a lot of people are noticing you, that's when, like, you're kind of carefree. So more money, more problems. But, like, or if you use the Mike Jones method, like, back there they didn't want me, now I'm hot there, y'all on me. Yeah, that's true too, because, like, you're gonna have everybody who wants a piece of you now that you got money, and the people who weren't paying attention to you before are, you know, are all over you. And Cassidy, in his in his song "I'm a Hustler," he said, "More money, more problems." Is true, because the more money I make, the more problems for you, which means people will be hating on you if you have money, which is petty, because they should be congratulating you for coming up, and they should be praising you, and they should be wanting to get on your level and stuff, instead of you know, throwing unnecessary hate towards your way. But thanks for the question, man. Now on to the next one. This next one comes from my boy the Panda 187, and this one says, Factor bullshit. I heard a rumor that they're making a new Friday movie with Chris Tucker and Mike Epps. Do you think it's true? Factor bullshit. Now as much as I want to believe it's true that I want to see a kind of like a Friday reunion movie and it'll be the last one, so you could put the series to a close. I'm gonna say it's bullshit because Chris Tucker's kind of gotten too big headed for the Friday series. That's why he said he wasn't gonna do next Friday. That one came out in like 2001, 2002 if I ain't mistaken. But I say I want to believe it, and it's a movie I'd love to see, and I hope it doesn't suck if it does come out. But I'm gonna say that this was the bullshit, even though I want to see it. But anyway, thanks for the question, Panda. Now on to the next one. This next question comes from my boy A98. This one says, "DreadMan, the PlayStation 2 was the most revolutionary console of the sixth generation of gaming. Fact or bullshit?" I will say that this one is a fact because even the Xbox and even the regular Xbox and the GameCube borrow some elements from the PS2, and hell, the PS2 even though it's been out longer, it's outsold the PS3. And, like it's still selling surprisingly today, and it's still making games for the PS2. And I say that a lot of games, well, game systems to come even on down the road. When we get like the PS4 and stuff like that, they'll still be taking elements from the PS2, and because even though the graphics were like for the PS2's time, which was just only about like a couple years ago, the graphics were absolutely great, but they focused on gameplay more than anything. It was all about the gameplay, and I say gameplay over graphics, which is what it was all about. So yeah, it is a fact. It is the most revolutionary console at the sixth generation, and it will be remembered for years to come. So on to the next question. I'm gonna do one last question for today, and this one is from Be Straight With It, and this one says, "Kids today are learning more than they should. Fact or bullshit?" Now it depends on what you mean. It depends on you talking about on a educational level or on a streetwise level. But I say like kids are learning too much today. They're learning stuff that they don't need to learn. Well, at least especially like when it comes to sex and stuff like that. Like you shouldn't be having to talk at like age 7 with some kid. I'm saying because because the world's overpopulated enough as it is. But you shouldn't like something like that, like sex and drugs and murder and stuff like that. It shouldn't really be hidden from kids because they're gonna find out about it, and when they do, they'll find about it in the worst way. But kids, I'm saying, but kids are learning more about that and everything, learning about the streets and learning about sex and learning about drugs and everything. But they need to have their head in a history book somewhere, and they need to get like on their math criteria and everything. That's what they need. Like, but kids are so freaking empty-headed that they find stuff like that boring. Oh, mathematics isn't cool. You can't get a girlfriend reading Shakespeare. But like it'll make you a better person in the long run. But that's just my opinion on that. But thanks for the question. But it's time for me to get out of here, folks. Rate, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. But you're probably a regular viewer if you're watching this. So and spread the word about the show. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time on Fact or Bullshit episode 11. Peace.